Sammy, just kind of take me through. We talked, midway through the visit the other day. What stood out about what Tennessee, had their sales pitch this weekend?
I think Coach Heupel said it best. He said it's the right place with the right people at the right time, and I think that perfectly describes Tennessee right now. They're on the come up. They're building, and the last 2 years have been great, and I think it's just going to continue to get better. I think that they've done a great job of turning that culture around, and that's going to be a really, really hard team to beat in the next couple years.
What do you like about Coach Brian Jean-Marie?
I think he's a great guy, but he's also a great coach. I think he's done a great job with what he's had in the linebacker room the last couple of years. Not to say they were bad, but it can definitely get better, and I think that it's just going to continue to get better because he's a great person, and he's in it for the right reasons. He's in it for the betterment of the players, and not to make money or anything like that. So he's just a great guy, and he's a great coach.
When you look at the recruiting process, you've been getting offers since your freshman year. So are you kind of at this point where you're like, let's push through this last month and get this thing over with?
Oh, it's definitely, you have some thoughts like that, especially like you said, in it since my freshman year. It's been a long process, but it hasn't been all bad. It's been really, really fun, and you're glad to see it in, but at the same time, you got to be thankful for what you've gone through.
After you've had a couple days away from Tennessee, anything stand out about the visit?
I think it's just the culture of that school, the fans, the players, the coaches, they're all in it and they're excited. I think I said this to you before, there's a buzz at Tennessee. I think that they're just going to continue to get better, and Coach Heupel's done a great job the last 2 years.
When you look at the quality of player that's visiting there now versus a couple of years ago, could you tell the difference with some of the guys like Dylan Stewart and different guys that were in there this past weekend?
You can definitely tell that they're doing the right thing when you have multiple 5-stars visiting in the same week. There's got to be something going right there. So definitely a great spot, and definitely great for development and future terms and everything like that.
All right, you got your mom, I think she's from Johnson City and went to Science Hill, and then your dad's from Commerce, which is not too far outside of Athens. How much do they put their opinions in versus just kind of letting you do your thing?
Oh, they're definitely neutral about it, and they weren't really big Georgia and Tennessee fans growing up. My dad, both of my parents went to Furman, so they're kind of Furman Paladin fans. So they don't really put a whole lot of bias into it. They definitely helped me in my recruitment, though. Just thinking it through, looking at all the positives, looking at some of the negatives. They definitely helped me through this whole process.
How much do you just kind of appreciate that support, just to kind of like bounce ideas off of each other?
Oh, I appreciate it a lot more than I tell them. They've definitely helped me a lot through this whole process, especially how long it's been and how long I've been in it. They definitely have shown me what they put guide rails on it. That's what they say. They kind of guide me in the right direction, but they don't put too much on it where I'm on a straight line. So I definitely appreciate what they've done.
Last thing, we'll get you out the door. You got all these visits coming up the next month after this Tennessee visit. How quick do you think you'll come to a decision after that last visit?
So we've got the last week in June and the first week in July off from football. So I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna really think about that decision. And whenever I come to peace about it, that's when I'm gonna commit. I don't really have a set time. It's just whenever it clicks in my mind that I'm gonna commit, that's what I'm gonna do.